one morning I woke up and I thought, you know what, like I'll represent Canadian fashion online and I'll bring it to North America. And the idea was that I had talked to many fashion designers, and one of the problems was that they were having issues with getting their product out there, even though they would have a lot of talent and their product was very good. They didn't have the proper marketing or I guess the proper means of getting it to the end consumer. Why not have a website with all the Canadian fashion designers in one place, and it would be like one-stop shopping instead of having to go to, for example, my friend Carly Wong in Vancouver. She sells in Vancouver with 6 boutiques, and if you want her stuff, you literally pretty much have to go to Vancouver to get it. Even though she shows at Fashion Week in Toronto and Montreal, you cannot purchase her stuff in Toronto or Montreal. One of the other issues that the designers had as well was that when they sold their items on consignment to boutiques, they would often take many, many months before they would get paid. 60 to 90 days to get paid, and sometimes they would not get paid at all. So I try to address both problems of this by coming up with a system that enables their product to be out there, and when it gets sold, for them to get paid in a timely manner, either the same day that it gets picked up or a week after. My concept is I wanted to buy a space where I could have a small 20 by 10 studio where I could shoot the photography in-house with my own models, my own photographers for the website. Then I could combine the two businesses into one. So I have Empress Model Management, and I have Empress Ensemble, which is the clothing line, and they would be working together.
I met Jerome at a fashion launch for the Mango Fall Winter Collection, and I've been shooting people in Montreal since 2001, and I really enjoy shooting people. Je fais beaucoup de shoot lifestyle, donc c'est pas des choses très stagées, c'est plus sur le vif, des choses plus actuelles, courantes, très vibrants, des couleurs vives, souvent à l'extérieur. J'aime beaucoup travailler à l'extérieur ou sur location, sur les endroits spécifiques. Je fais beaucoup de scouting et j'aime ça travailler dans les places à l'extérieur du studio aussi.
Ce que j'essaye de faire avec lui, pour l'aider un peu, on a sympathisé, il est étranger, il n'est pas de Montréal. Et donc j'essaye de lui faciliter un peu les choses. Et Montréal, c'est une ville où si tu suis toujours les règles à la lettre, tu t'en sors jamais. Donc on s'arrange pour faire ses achats, tout ça au meilleur prix possible. Pour l'instant, on n'a pas de relation d'affaires, on est amis. Et je connais ma ville comme ma poche, et puis je l'aide à faire tous ses achats au meilleur prix, aux meilleures conditions et le plus rapidement possible, parce qu'il a un projet quand même assez ambitieux.
I'm basically being brought on to facilitate the construction and development and design of everything from the corporate identity, which is the logo and the business cards and everything like that to the websites, the e-commerce websites, the billing, the search engine optimization, the promotion, the social network aspects, and a few other things.
Ici, ça va être un bureau d'affaires, mais de l'autre côté, ça va être l'offre, un appartement pour le propriétaire. Donc, on va avoir un mur vraiment insonorisé pour vraiment couper le son à la grandeur pour qu'il puisse avoir une intimité pour lui chez lui, puis une intimité pour son commerce. Ensuite, il va y avoir une belle grande mezzanine ici en haut pour faire du stockage, pour entreposage de son commerce. On va se trouver à démolir tous les murs existants.
I'm working on getting the proper contracts done with the lawyer. We got to get this proper groundwork done. Both companies have just been incorporated, and the names have both been approved federally. I've just met with the accountant. The bank account's been opened, and the next 6 weeks are going to be renovations of the commercial space. And after we get the contracts back from the lawyer, maybe middle of September, at that point, we can start actually seriously recruiting models for our agency. 16 women to start and 4 men. That's what we want to start off with. We want to be really small. We don't want to have 200 models that aren't working. We want to have a smaller number, more like a boutique agency that specializes in customer service, reliability, dependability, all about the quality instead of the quantity. So we want to have small numbers of models that are constantly working. The goal would be to have maybe 20 to begin with, maybe 30 after another year, and we're going to slowly maybe build up to 40 or 50 maximum, but we don't want to have 100 or 200 models at our agency that aren't working. We want to have a smaller number that are higher quality and that are being booked on a consistent basis. The clothing website to begin with will be Canada and the US, so it's North America. After that, we get more established, and after we find out like the labeling laws and the shipping and so forth, that we get the system tested in North America, we do plan to go to Europe and other parts of the world. But right now, in the beginning, it's just going to be North America. The agency will probably be mostly Canadian. Perhaps if I have other agencies asking for models that they want to bring them to Europe or Asia or the States, then we're certainly open to that. But in the beginning, I think that Canada would be the main target market for our agency. Our target is going to be the fall of 2010, which means it's going to be the spring show of 2010. So I'm thinking Montreal Fashion Week and Toronto Fashion Week, which usually takes place around March in 2010. There may be 1 or 2 models that we might be able to get into a show in Montreal or Toronto this fall, but realistically we're looking at the spring of 2010.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this project develops, and the mini studio, of course, I'm very interested in that. So hopefully I'll be here often.